hammock camping on the ocean. I'm going to sling myself between these two steel cables here, get my hammock up, and I'm going to have a cozy night out in the middle of the ocean on the end of this jetty. It's going to be gorgeous. Feeling it so much. I'm on the cusp of the next journey, which is going to be either heading down the coast to Spain, finding a boat here that's going over south towards Africa, or heading to the hills in the Sierra Nevada to go and visit and maybe stay in a community that I was offered a month or so ago. Definitely a man-made sort of sea separation with the shape of these concrete blocks here. So, could I be hammock camping on the sea? This would be a first for me. I have steel cables here. I might be able to sling my hammock between these. I'm out in the middle of nowhere, but I'm feeling it, and I think this is me. Yes, definitely. That's a good gap, is that? If we're talking more than arm's length between two, and a bit more, that's all you need, yeah? I'll get set up, and I'll show you what I've done. This is magic, I'm loving this. Yeah, it's going to happen, guys, because I think, looking at that sun there, we've probably got about 40 to 45 minutes till the sun sets. So the sun is setting over there, obviously. So if I switch about face and face the other way, this is waking up to the sunrise out there. See you later, guys. Have a good evening. Okay, so now all I've got left to do is get my bicycle, which is here, up the steps here, and I'm going to have to find some way of securing it up on top there near the hammock I've just set up. Such a struggle moving this bike. I've really can't wait to get my donkey. Little set up on the end of a, I don't know, what do you call these? A causeway? Is this a causeway? What do you call this? Tell me in the comments what this is called. It's a man-made tidal wave break to create a harbour. Safe harbour. What are they called? I don't know. I'm thinking tidal causeway. Harbour wall, for want of a better phrase. These are pretty universal too. The shape of the concrete mouldings that they use. I've seen those at quite a few places around the world. Not that I've been to many places around the world, but you know what I mean. I'm going to be pretty exposed. Always when you're in the hammock, you're always a bit more exposed to thievery because you're not as in contact with the stuff that you have. So what I've done is, it's just the little things, yeah? Just gives you that little bit more time to sort of get into action. I've got a strap on the back of my bike there that holds my bedroll up here. So I've looped that through the tyre, I've swung it around a few times and I've clipped it in there. So the bike can't easily be taken away. It's gonna give them a bit of like, oh shit, what's going on here sort of thing, and they're gonna have to work it out, and it gives me that time to sort of get conscious and get with it, to jump into action, as it were. Like with my bag, my main bag that I've got on my back, I've got under here with my ground tarp. I'm going to be in the hammock, and I'm going to have a little towel. And I'm going to have a little towel because I've got a clip that I've got on my bike, which is like a carabiner with a hook on. So I'm going to hook that to the side of my hammock, and I'm going to feed it down on the bicycle side and hook it to my bag. So if somebody comes along and goes to grab my bag from under the tarp and go away with it, then it's going to pull the towel and it's going to move the hammock. They're not going to be able to take it straight away, and it's going to wake me up, hopefully, I don't sleep deep anyway, to get into action. I am toying with the idea of laying my bike down on top of this, but I think it's probably going to be sitting too high here if I do that. A bike that is laying down is always more troublesome to take because you've got to spend the time to pick it up. I don't think there's, oh, my waist, my thigh bag that I wear as well, I always put that when I'm in the hammock in the middle, and that's what the back of my knees rest on. Obviously with the hammock being banana shape, you need some sort of support at the back. My bivy bag that I've got, my Alp Kit bivy bag, I've also in that, because we're still at that mild time of year, I've got my Z-Lite, my Alp Kit Z-Lite mat. It's just a thin foam mat with a thermal topping. I've got that inside the bivy bag, and then I've got my sleeping bag on top of that. That gives me the weather protection and the cold protection from under here. All in all, nice and cozy, nice and safe. So blissful, man. I've noticed a few mozzies. The boats are coming in from a hard day fishing, I would expect. There's another one turning up over here. So cozy. Zero wind. Comfy in the hammock. And with it being salt water, I'm sort of hoping there's not going to be any rats. I don't think sea rats are a thing, are they? 8:45. This is my view that I'm sleeping with tonight. I'd love to say I'm in the middle of the ocean, but it's not really the middle of the ocean, is it? Can you think of a better place to be sleeping right now? How gorgeous is that? Maybe a cracking thumbnail if I can get my face to light up. Concrete under my feet, no map, just the rhythm of the street. Backpack, life, everything I own. No tent, no base, I move alone. Pedal through the dark, city never sleeps. Eyes sharp. Morning, what a special sleep that was. A bit too breezy here for this morning for my liking, so I'm going to have a cup of tea and my brekkie back on the shore. I'll pack this one up and you'll come back there. What I do. Rain hits, soaking through the seams, still chasing more than broken dreams. No shelter set, just skill and will. Find a way, I always will. Every street got a hidden chance. You learn quick or you miss your stance. From scraps to plans, I make it work. Resourcefulness, that's the perk. I ride a bike through the cold and gray. Cup of tea keeps the edge at bay. No tent life, yeah, I adapt and move. Resourceful mind, that's how I prove. This is real, no script, no disguise. Built from grit, not comfort. Breakfast come lunchtime. 2 tins of sardines, half a packet of ready boiled baby potatoes, half a packet of Mediterranean rice. Whilst you're in the med, you may as well eat like the med. I might chuck an egg in because I've got a couple of eggs left, and there's going to be a dollop of bovril in that as well. Just all in a fry pan at one pot. I'll get it undergoing, I'll get it underway, and I'll bring you back. Look at this is where I've decided to come and eat the end of a spit. I suppose you'd call it a spit. This area here, I came in from that bridge just over there. There's a cycle track there that goes between Montpellier and whatever that little sort of offshoot is down that way. There's a sunken boat there. capsized. Don't know what's going on with that. But it's quite a nice isolated little spot. I'm not sure about the tidal situation. It looks like it's not got wet here for quite a while. It doesn't seem to be that tidal, the Med, for some reason. Not that I've noticed since I've been here anyway. It's not much of a drop and a rise. Anyway, let me crack on with this and I'll show you halfway. First off, we're just lightly frying off the potatoes. Give them a bit of a skin. And then after you've taken in the view a little bit more, because the day is absolutely delicious, just like my meal's going to be. Got all my shite there. Oh, I went through it when I stayed in the campsite and I managed to separate, it wasn't much. It was probably like maybe 3 kilos of gear that I didn't really need. I think I need professional help in reducing it, because even my bag, and I'm still carrying that 3 kilos because I've got no way of, I don't know what to do with it. What was that program on TV called where they help people that were hoarding? I think we could get, here you go, if there's any TV execs watching this, homeless hoarders help. There you go. No idea. Anyway, so we've added the Mediterranean rice there. I'm just going to let that sort of simmer and juice up for a little bit. I'll show you the next stage. And then we've added 2 tins of sardines in olive oil. Now, 2 tins got me 7 fillets. 7 not fillets, fish. 7 sardines out of 2 tins. Something doesn't compute there. Same tins, same company, same flavour. Fish and olive oil. Oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm counting them right. 7. So there you have it, folks. It's a no-name dish that looks nutrient dense, very calorific. Very, oh, I don't know. There's some of you out there are going to say it's absolutely disgusting, but you know what? Let me see. I'll be the judge of that. Oh, hot. Well, I mean, it's nothing special, you know, but it's certainly going to fill my belly and do me good. I'm going to enjoy this. More later. So it's quite a nice little sort of, it could be classed as like a bit of a private beach, this, in a way. But there's a lot of, I've already done a bit of mudlarking. I found a coin. I'll show you, that's the coin there. It's got green tinge on it. So we know it's a non-ferrous one, I should say. Not rustable. But I want to clean this up here, because I'm hoping the wave action, what little of it there is going to clear that. Not the weed, I'm going to clear the weed off to the side. And all this shit, there's broken glass in there, there's all sorts of stuff in that. And it's a harbinger for insects too. So I'm going to clear it off to the side, let the wave action take care of the cleaning, and I might be able to go for a swim later, walk straight in. Just hoping.
That's what I do. Rain hits, soaking through the seams, still chasing more than broken dreams. No shelter set, just skill and will. Find a way, I always will. Every street got a hidden chance. You learn quick or you miss your stance. From scraps to plans, I make it work. Resourcefulness, that's the perk. I ride a bike through the cold and gray. Cup of tea keeps the edge at bay. No tent life, yeah, I adapt and move. Resourceful mind, that's how I prove. This is real, no script, no disguise. Built from grit, not comfort or lies. If you're watching my bike through the cold and grey. Cup of tea keeps the edge at bay. No 10 life, yeah, I adapt and move. Resourceful mind, that's how I prove. This is real, no script, no disguise. Built from grit, not comfort or lies. If you're watching, then
Thanks
you
for
know
watching
it's
this,
true.
guys. We'll see you on the next one. You know what to do with the tappy taps.